Some of the humor is not quite
there. And I'll tell you, if she doesn't think it's funny and she thinks the dumbest things are funny, what's up, y'all? It's your Master Lee.
And Lulu.
Oh boy, a lot of good stuff dropping today because there's a game award going on. And even though the show should be about the awards, the reality is people tune in because there's so many new trailers that drop. So I don't know. I feel kind of like conflicted. I'm like, all right, new stuff or,
Or who's going to win?
Who's going to win? By the way, the winner, shocker.
Oh,
Shocker.
Which one?
A game I never played, but I think we should play together. It's a co-op game. A very simple, fun game we play together. Maybe we shouldn't because all we're going to do is just argue, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
But what we will do together is reactions, and Sonic 2. A new trailer has dropped. Now, I have to admit, I'm not that enthused about this.
And so why are you kind of like...
Because I love the fact that the first movie went through and how the fans spoke up and how the fans say, look, if you're going to do this, you better do it right. And they went back and they changed the character and they fixed it and it looked good. And the movie, it's honestly not my kind of movie. It's kind of like, shallow. It's kind of like the Sonic games. They're all kind of like a little bit shallow.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Mario fan. I should have said that actually. I love both.
Wait, didn't you work with Sonic before?
Yes, I worked on Sonic, but it's on my resume. I brag about that. But what I don't say, it's actually probably the worst Sonic game of all time that was released. So I worked on the crappiest version of it. I had fun playing it, but I understand why people were mad about that game. And I'm not even going to say what it is, but Sonic fans know. But the fact that they made a second one after listening to fan feedback makes me very curious now. Like, all right, what do they do now to take it further? How much can they embrace? Because they got a hit on their hands. This could be an ongoing movie series. And of all things,
really,
it is Sonic this time beating out Mario and getting movies right. Sonic's never beat out Mario at anything. But when it comes to movies, the last Mario movie, it really sucked. The new one that's announced, I'm just going to say it already sucks. It looks stupid as hell. We're already talking about like, what's going on here?
I know.
But Sonic, they nailed it.
Okay.
They nailed it.
Let me see what you're talking about.
I will say there's one thing about it already I don't like. I didn't like it even in the first movie. I think they're going to prove upon it here. I'm just not buying Eggman here. But you don't even know what I'm talking about. But you all know what I'm talking about.
I think all I know is Sonic. That's the character. All I know.
Yeah, I will say this, right? Despite Sonic's rather disappointing history over the years, meaning that it started off so strong and everything subsequent has just been feels like a slow decay, if you will, of the brand, of the character, of the games. It continued to remain like one of the top 5 most recognized characters of the world. That's longevity. And so Sega, right? Sega, if you guys still even say hi anymore, no, not hiring me. I don't think I want to go back and work there again. I'm just saying, Sega, you sit upon a hot property. Treat it with the kind of care like companies like Nintendo treats their characters or Marvel treats their characters. There's a how would you say, care. Like a baby, right? Don't milk it. Don't milk it to the death type of.
Ouch. There you go.
Let's check this out. By the way, if you want some cool commentary, check out my
podcast.
That's right, baby. That's right.
And if you want some hotness, check out my
OnlyFans.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, baby. Let's do this.
Alrighty.
And away we go. Of course, they're going to get that right.
Quick stretch, little snack, and here we go.
Sonic, I love that you want to help make a difference.
Mind if I drive?
But you're being reckless.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna get hurt.
Pretending to be Batman.
Blue Justice, trademark pending.
You're still just a kid.
Woohoo!
Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed. But you don't choose that moment. That moment chooses you.
That's some good acting.
Goosebumps.
Right there.
Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah?
You got to be willing to sell your soul to be in this movie. That's what Eggman looks like now. Minus maybe 500 pounds. But
I've been gone. I've discovered the source of ultimate power.
That sounds big. It's been on my vision board for years.
Tails is finally in it. I love it. I love it.
Who are you?
Name's Tails.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea.
It's cute. I like Tails' voice, actually. Fits
Yeah,
really
very
well.
cute.
Yeah.
Today's forecast calls for a 100% chance of adventure. Return to sender. Face it, you're never going to get my power.
Ooh.
Oh, it's got to be Knuckles. Oh, shit!
Do I look like I need your power?
Oh.
That was pretty cool.
Are my manners. Sonic, meet Knuckles.
Your enemy?
Oh! It's like I know he's in it, but I love the way they did it.
Are they enemy? They look like a family.
Maybe we're like adversaries. Actually, I think a chinchilla is technically in the same family as a hedgehog. They're kind of like adversaries. He's not really good or bad. He sometimes like fights against them, but he's not a bad guy. So it might be more of a manipulation thing that they're going on here. Who's voicing him? I like his voice too. They just nailed all the voices.
Right.
Idris Elba, of course.
Who?
Idris Elba.
Idris.
Black James Bond. He was in Suicide Squad, the leader.
Ah.
Although he sounds a little different here.
Some of the humor is not quite
Yeah,
there.
you know, and I'll tell you, if she doesn't think it's funny and she thinks the dumbest things are funny, like just childish humor, third grade humor, it's falling flat here.
Yeah, I think it has to do
that's
with
the
like
problem too with the first movie.
It has to be
honestly.
like the timing, right? Even if like a shallow joke for me, I would laugh because it's funny.
timing's
The
right.
timing's right. But when it like this, right? I'm like, okay, I understand that joke, but like, you know.
Interesting observation, Ludette. You know what? You might be right. The timing's a little bit off here because the humor is about on your levels, kind of like
Right.
yeah. It's like
I should be able to
stupid.
laugh
Yeah.
and understand
You know what it
it.
is? I would say like Marvel, like when they do the little humor bits, it works really well because the timing of it punches hard right,
Right.
after like when they they do it really well in those little interjections. Here, it's something feels off. It feels almost like a Saturday morning kind of cartoonish type of humor. Then it's
Trying too
packaged
hard to make it
funny.
funny
Yeah, could be, or maybe it's
or
just
something.
not funny.
I don't know.
You know what? It honestly looks really good. You can tell they have a lot of budget that they spent on this. But I'll tell you right now, Eggman. I'm still not buying Jim Carrey as Eggman. Jim Carrey still comes across like Jim Carrey playing another Jim Carrey character. Change your voice, the way you act. Put on. Come on, they can CGI everything. They can't CGI another 400 pounds on Eggman. He's called Eggman for a reason.
That was right.
He's shaped like an effing
that's
egg.
Right. Yeah, it's a bigger.
He's a big
person.
dude. So, you know who might have worked actually better? And this is ironic because I heard he's actually the new Mario movie. Jack Black, I think, actually would have been a better Eggman. Because Jack Black, when he laughs, can be sinister too. And he's already got the 400 pounds built in. No special effects needed. Just cheeseburgers. And he's there. He's there. Anyways, this was fun. I'm really happy they did this. The fans have got to be effing thrilled that
For
the shit looks
sure.
this good, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And you know what? It doesn't even have to be a great plot. As long as it's good family fun,
Yep.
they're on the right track.